joining me today. I've got your card pull out here. Let's see. Okay. Well, okay, let me tell you. This is the second time I've done your reading, okay? Because the first time something went wrong. So I'm so glad that I kept all the cards out that I had pulled for you previously. That was such a wise decision of me because I feel like this is a very important reading for you to have. Now remember, Leo, I'm not here to fortune tell, even though some future stuff may possibly come out. I'm just here to give you clarity of yourself, the people around you, your situation, and some advice given here on the best way to go about your situation, what's best for you, okay? So the cards that I have laid out here, they serve as a roadmap for breaking free from toxic cycles, offering you practical advice to stand your ground, to embrace radical truth, and to build a stable, intentional future for yourself. That's what the cards are actually bringing out here. You're in a position where you need to defend your boundaries, your beliefs, and your personal goals. It is a call to hold your ground against um, like any external pressures and even people that are pushing you into a corner. Rely on your sharp logic, okay? Your objectivity and your clear communication. Do not let emotions cloud your judgment. Call things exactly what they are without sugarcoating. There is a breaking point signifying a sudden upheaval. Situations that were built on shaky ground are rapidly collapsing. While it may feel chaotic, Leo, it is clearing away the inauthentic. You have been caught in a cycle of juggling too many things and stalling on a choice. You're being advised to stop spreading yourself thin, because that's what you've been doing here. You've got the Two of Pentacles here in reverse, so you're being advised to just, stop doing that. Also, too, you must pick a priority and just stick to it rather than constantly shifting your energy. Once the dust settles, there will be an expansive forward-looking energy, okay? So that you will be able to look forward to that. Make long-term plans, and you'll also be, looks like you're stepping out into new territory as well. There are lingering attachments, okay? Toxic, look. Okay, let me show you what's going on here, okay? You've got the devil here. Okay, you have the devil here with, okay, look. You've got the devil here with the Three of Wands. And this is how I know that there are lingering attachments. There's toxic patterns and possibly even some, codependency going on here. This is a reminder to examine what has been keeping you trapped, keeping you enslaved, and overly focused on material outcomes as well. The first thing you need to do is set firm boundaries. Have an analytical eye to your situation. Use assertiveness to shut down outside interference and demands that don't serve your highest good. The second thing you need to do is cut the cord. Identify the toxic cycle, the habit, the attachment holding you back, and actively disengage. If you have clearly, if you can clearly see the trap that then you have the power to step out of it. Now, number 3, Leo, end the balancing act. Okay, stop trying to make a firm choice to drop. You need to drop the balls, so to speak. Okay, because yeah, you need to. You are juggling. Okay, and if you drop the juggling balls, so to speak, you can focus on what your priorities are. And you know, you have the Tower that came out here, Leo. The fourth thing that I see here that you need to do is embrace the shakeup of the unexpected disruption that is taking place right now, or it's right on the brink. Okay, it's because it's ultimately a release. Let it be the catalyst to start fresh, rather than try to salvage what's destroyed. The fifth is to look to the future. You know, letting go of those old patterns. Let the old patterns be dismantled so that you can, you know, build fresh for yourself. The Tower is going to happen no matter what. If it hasn't already, it's about to. It's no matter what, it's going to take place here. Okay? Because you've been dealing with devilish behavior, and not only that, but you've been dealing with the devil. All right, let me show you the signs that are here. Okay, first off, air came out in reverse. You're trying to, it's like it's like you've been trying to put a hold off the swiftness that needs to happen, this Tower. Okay, also, you're not happy. The Sun came out in reverse. You're not happy, apparently, in your situation. Also, Aquarius came out, so you may have an Aquarius around you. You also have Virgo here. You have Neptune, so this is reminding you, it's showing here once again, the clarity will be there. Okay, any illusions, they're going to be wiped away. Listen, whatever happens from this Tower, you are no longer going to be able to not see with clarity. Here you are again, Leo, and there may be another Leo around you as well. We've got Taurus here, we have Pisces, we have Libra, Cancer, Scorpio, and we have Libra again. Scorpio here is also reminding us that this Tower must take place. This is like a spiritual death. You know, anytime we see the truth of things and that Tower hits, well, you know, it just automatically brings us to a transformation of the way that we saw things. Because once that perspective changes, right, well, it's like we're pushed to start fresh. We also have here the growth card came out. So there will be growth from this. Also, the cross had come out. I feel as though you have been sacrificing your own happiness. You've been sacrificing your own self. You've been sacrificing your happiness, Leo. There's all this like baggage off here to the side. There's just a bunch of just stuff. Unwanted and unnecessary stuff that you have there with you. You could just let all that go. Not only that, but you've got a raven up here, symbolizing the death. The death that you're bringing to your own self. Somebody here, one of these signs, now if I remember right, the first one that had came out in the original reading was Pisces. There could be a Pisces or Aquarius, could be these signs around here, but I believe that what is happening is the devil is pulling the strings, and this female that you have been dealing with is manipulated and being used as a puppet to manipulate you. So we see here she's manipulated, okay, and then what happens? Then it gets passed to others that we deal with, and so it's like, you know, you are literally on your knees. You're like serving a manipulator. You know, and in your reading, was it not just talking about like that you are just like, what's like run down? Like it's like, are you the one doing everything? You know, is this person literally manipulating you? I mean, look at the devil up here. It's just like, everything's going as planned. Yeah. Yep, just like one of those Disney movies, right? Yep. It's like the Wizard of Oz there. Pulling strings. Yeah, making a show. The devil's making his own show. And you're allowing yourself to be a part of a manipulation show. To be used as a puppet yourself. Along with this manipulating female. The devil always wears a mask. So whoever is, I mean, and I feel like, you know, I mean, the devil works through people, so I feel like there's someone that, it could be an elder, but there's someone that is, very well be a female, also that is like pulling the strings, using you both as puppets, like an actual person, okay? Yeah, pulling the strings here overall. Not wanting to be seen because she's wearing a mask up there. And one of the things that the devil does is comes in to steal, kill, and destroys. He deceives, and he uses it through trickery. And that is what's happening here. The devil is a clown. And he tries to make people clowns by making a scene of their life. Do you understand? By manipulation tactics, by deceptive, by deceit, by trickery. There may be some kind of scientific mind control here taking place as well. I see that here. See the science here down at the bottom? Numbers and science. Come up to meet you, tell you I love you. don't know what it's like behind blue eyes. No, what it's like. Anyways, all the logic is thrown out here. All the true wisdom and logic is just it's just tossed out here. There's encryption up here, encrypted coding. I definitely get mind control here. Absolutely. Absolutely. What did you get yourself into here? Clarity and truth, revelations, honor and protection, and determination. This is sword and rose. The sword and the rose. I mean, okay. Yeah, you have like someone that claims to be like the goddess of magic, okay? The female here. And she thinks she's just sweet, but she's chaff. Okay, look at that sword. She's just ready to use that, isn't she? Yeah, look at the look on her face. This is no innocent being here. This is darkness. This is pure darkness here. Okay? Pure darkness here, Leo. Yep, where's that devil here? Where's that devil? Where's that devil? Well, I can tell you, Leo, I've dealt with the devil for so many years that's no surprise to me. Okay? This is what the devil does. He comes to steal, kill, and destroy. He comes to steal your happiness, your family, your friends, everything you have, he'll take. Okay? That's what he's here for. And that's what he's doing here. Okay? And he's using this demonic female. There's two females, I believe. Yeah. She's got her, it's not even like a full-blown sword. That's how, it's like she'll use anything. She'll use anything because she's evil. That's what you're dealing with there. All Hallows Eve. Call upon the voices that stir your senses through the night. Cast an unforgiven howl as you stomp your might through the ground. Wow. Let me reread that for you, Leo. Take it as you will. Call upon the voices that stir your senses through the night. Cast an unforgiven howl as you stomp your might through the ground. Okay? I had two others that had came out from that deck. Okay, one of them is divination. Take a breath, take it twice. Insightful reflections are guided by light. You may be using, like, tapping into divination to try to find out truth, to try to get more clarity on your situation. Just be careful what source you're getting it from, and make sure it isn't coming from mediumship, necromancy. It isn't coming from pendulums or raising up the dead. It isn't coming from Ouija boards. Nothing from the dark. Okay? Because you can be led astray. You can. One thing you have to know and understand, Leo, is Satan mixes truth with lies. That's why the whole world is deceived. It's truth mixed with lies. Okay? So be careful. That's why I say, you need to be close to the Most High God, and He'll help give you clarity. He will open up your intuition, that third eye that you need to help you, okay? To give you guidance. May the lily beneath your breast allow you to drink from its healing waters. Be still, for there's serenity behind the drowning croaks. Okay, there's healing here. Okay, there is healing behind this tower that is going to take place for you. Frogs are never a good sign when we see them like in pictures and whatnot. It's the symbol of, like, what do witches use? Like in folklore, well, it's frogs, and so it just depicts the darkness that you've been in, and the light's being held up to you, though. I mean, there's 3 candles there. Autumn. I don't know, something significant could have taken place in the autumn. Possibly, yeah, in the autumn. hmm Outside looking in just came to me. Outside looking in. Ask for help so you'll be protected in this, okay? Because you have disenchantment here. This disenchant, it's freeing you from illusions, from false beliefs. And it's typically leaving you from feeling disillusioned and even disappointed here. Look, this is a cult here, okay? We have 3 witches preparing at the time of the full moon here. These are nothing but thistles and thorns and just a labyrinth of hell. And that's what that looks like to me. It's just darkness. This isn't the tree of life, Leo. That's the tree of death. Okay, and then we have this other card. It's the stag, which ride between the realms. So that can have literally many meanings, but it's becoming fully grown. You had the growth card out here, didn't you? And see how this individual is clinging to that stick, but the fork of the stick here is actually like the wishbone, shaped like a wishbone. And it's like you're just clinging on to this wish or this dream, okay? I don't know if you've been wavering between realms. I mean, you can take that many ways, you know. We have many realms, don't we? Okay, this card had came out. It says move. A rolling stone gathers no moss. Okay, so you're being prompted to move. Okay, you need to be that rolling stone so that you know the metaphor that the moss doesn't grow on you. You know, because I feel like whoever you're around here, I mean, who you're around, they grow on you, right? But this is moss. This is unhealthy. So you're being asked to move out of it. Gratitude. Be grateful for all you have. So you're being asked to be grateful for what you do have, okay? You have Archangel Gabriel, the messenger of creativity and hope, is here, okay? Also, too, you may be concerned about high honor. I don't know if you're concerned about your reputation, your honor, if you're concerned about somebody else's. Yeah, you're feeling emotional, absolutely, concerning, um, you know, having honor here. Yeah. The Chariot. So, see, there needs to be movement here. You need to move out of this situation. Yeah. There needs to be movement here, Leo. And then this card says, the world lives and breathes. Okay. Think rolling waves, warm sun, wet grass, fresh earth, crowded elevator, busy streets, birds singing. Get into all the sensations of life today. You don't need a lengthy meditation to connect to nature. Just draw it in. Very nice, Leo. The last three cards I had pulled says efficiency, so you need to be efficient. We have relaxation, you need to be able to relax. You have purification, you need to be purified. And you have purpose. Yeah, and purpose. I'm looking at the death card right now. It says the relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform. What's dead is dead. Okay, Leo. I hope I gave you the clarity that you need today to help you to move forward in your life, to find that happiness that we all so much deserve. Bye.